Today we're going to look at creating a simple fixture assembly utilizing the original fixture clamp, part number 10204, which has a 1/4 cam screw, which is generating 800 pounds of holding force. Some of the key areas that we'll be looking at is the G dimension, which is the location of the threaded hole from the face of your part to the center line of your 1/4 thread using the 10204 fixture clamp. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to SolidWorks. I've already created a simple mock assembly with just a simple fixture plate, locating pin, two of the Mighty Bite original fixture clamps, part number 10204, and just a simple piece of square stock, 3/4 by 3/4 by 5 inches long, and one of our locating rails, part number 33160. And what we'll do is we'll begin with just mating up and locating our locating rail. I've already created a little slot to mount the rail in. It measures 0.482 wide. The actual locating rail measures 0.480 wide, and that's a controlled width on that rail. And I've actually extruded the groove for that rail 30 thousandths deep. So I'll just mate these two faces coincident with each other, and we'll just give this a couple more mates. And we'll bring this flush on the end. Next we'll bring our part in, and we'll just bring them up flush to the face of the locating rail, and then we'll bring it down tight to the face of our fixture plate, and then we'll make it flush. Actually, this has a 0.5 dimension on the end, and we'll flip that. And then next we'll locate our locating pin. Alright, so what we have here is just our fixture plate, locating rail. The part butts up against it as a fixed point along with a locating pin. And typically you'll want to have the locating pin in the view that we have here on the right side of your part. And the reasoning is as you tighten up your clamp clockwise, it'll push the part into the pin. Next what we'll do is we'll look straight onto this space, and we're going to add the mounting holes for the original fixture clamp. I'm just going to go back into the catalog, and we're going to look at the G dimension. And the G dimension measures 0.308, which is from the face of the part to the center line of your threaded hole. We'll go back into SolidWorks, and I'll just edit this part, and we'll insert a sketch on this face, and I'll just make it 0.201 in diameter. And then we'll bring it in 1 inch from the end. And then from the face of the part to the center of the tapped hole measures 0.308. And what we'll do is we'll cut extrude that. We'll just go through all in this case. Okay, we're back into our assembly. And I'll just give this a quick save. Next we'll mate up our fixture clamps. We'll just mate the cam screw concentric. Then we'll go flush to the other side of the clamp. And then we'll just mate up the second clamp also. And what I'll do here is I'll actually mate the face of the part and the hex clamp parallel with one another, just so as we rotate the screw it'll always stay parallel for pictorial purposes. That's parallel. We'll check that off, and we'll hit save. What I've done here is I've actually added some little red arrows to the cam screws, just so we can keep an idea and a visual aid to the high side lobe of the cam screw where it's an offset head. And we'll go back into our assembly. And what we'll do is we'll look straight on. And when installing your original fixture clamp for the first time, what you'll do is you'll tighten it up until it bottoms out. Then what you'll do is you'll back off one full revolution. Then you'll come around. This here will give you the stroke that you need for tightening the clamp. We'll consider this the tightening position, the neutral position, and then the part removal position. With the original fixture clamp, using the cam screw with the offset head, the idea is you can very easily and quickly clamp a part in place. So once one of them snugged up, you would snug up the other one, and as you tighten it, it'll drive the part into this locating pin, holding it in place. And that concludes this episode of how to build a simple fixture using the original fixture clamps from Mighty Byte.